I went from someone who was very active, full of energy, to being stuck on the couch every day because if I move, my whole world will start spinning. Hi everyone, it's been a while. In my last video, I was sharing the news that I closed my business. My intention was to share this next transition into the next chapter. I had my clothing brand for 10 years, and before that, I had co-founded another clothing brand, and that one was 5 years. So I had 15 years of entrepreneurship. Last year, when I filmed that video, I was having some symptoms and thinking that it was burnout. But shortly after that video, I started developing chronic vertigo. I went from someone who was very active, full of energy, full of optimism for what was coming next, to being stuck on the couch every day because I'm afraid that if I move, my whole world will start spinning. And this took months and months of treatment and different tests and diagnosis to finally calm down. And I'm so grateful that all the symptoms had started falling off by the time that we were getting ready for our trip to Taiwan. The best way I can describe the vertigo I was experiencing, it was like being on a roller coaster ride that you can't get off. Every time that happened, it would just bring me to the ground because I'm trying to make everything stop, but I can't. And the aftermath of every episode is just severe nausea. I'm cold sweating, body starts seizing up, and I'm in a lot of pain. It's just a horrible feeling, and I was really terrified that this was going to be the rest of my life. But fortunately, I had a really good team of doctors and therapists, so I was able to recover. I spent most of 2025 navigating this health challenge. Life is unpredictable that way. We set plans, and for me, I like to know what I'm working on and I like to make things happen. And I had so many things lined up and opportunities were coming, but because of all the health challenges, I had to give up a book publishing deal. I had to give up classes. We went on a family trip to Hawaii, and this trip was pre-planned, so we couldn't really cancel it. And I was just miserable the whole time. My husband had also planned a really nice 20-year anniversary party, and it was held at a friend's beautiful garden with all of our best friends invited, and some of them had really come from afar or really rearranged their schedule to be there and celebrate with us. I really let myself enjoy it as best I could, but that night I definitely paid for it because the vertigo was so severe. And that became kind of a cycle of my life for months and months. And if I didn't have a vertigo episode, I would be dizzy. Sometimes it's a rocking sensation, like I'm on a boat. So I feel like I'm having motion sickness throughout the day. Going through what I did last year really reminded me how important our health is. I'm the kind of person that pushes through a lot of things. I think it takes a certain personality to be an entrepreneur. You have to be a self-starter and you have to be really tenacious. But vertigo absolutely did not allow that. There was no white knuckling through anything anymore. Priority number one was just to get better. So that's what I did for the last 6-7 months. At the end of the year, fortunately, the most severe vertigo episodes stopped happening. So I was able to go on our pre-planned Taiwan trip with the whole family, and we had an amazing time. It was so healing to be back home where I grew up. Going back to Taiwan every year is something my husband and I have talked about, and that's an experience we want to have for our kids so they know that they have another home in another part of the world. Taking the kids to Taiwan with us, for the kids it was an adventure, but for me it was especially important because I needed to find a place to ground myself again. And I had an amazing childhood in Taiwan, seeing my family, my grandma, going back to my favorite places, eating my favorite foods, just being immersed in the sights and sounds of a place that I'm deeply connected with gave me a sense of calm and peace. And I think that recharged and rejuvenated me. But at the same time, I was definitely also experiencing grief because I was ending something that I had loved for 10 years. This mix of emotion and understanding that I'm in my 40s now and I'm about to start something completely new and I don't even know what that is was already disorienting. But then on top of that, I was literally feeling disoriented every day. That was really terrifying, and I've never felt so lost in my life. Missing those moments and experiences that I can never get back again is heartbreaking, but I think now in hindsight, it's made me stronger. What that's taught me is how to be present. And being present was something that I never fully could implement. I could never be fully present because when you're a business owner, you could be sitting there, but your mind is somewhere else. I could be with my children or my husband, and I'm trying to enjoy this time with them, but at the same time, there's something going on in the back of my head with emails I need to get to, goals that we are setting, meetings that I have, just countless things cluttering my mind. It was impossible for me to shut it off. And maybe some have the ability to do that, but I definitely wasn't one of them. It took severe vertigo, my world spinning, to stop me in my tracks. And we're talking about 10 years of working at night when the kids are down, working on weekends, doing photo shoots. It was nonstop. And that perfectionist tendency is also why I put off posting this video for a while, because in my mind, I was trying to create this script that fully explained everything clearly without saying too much. And at the same time, I want to be authentic and honest with what this last year was like for me. The biggest question I have right now for myself is, who am I without my business? Silver lining from this last year when I was so sick was that I was really able to see things more clearly because I had so much time, and not being able to busy myself with things, I was in some sort of crisis mode, and it made me reevaluate what I had in my life and the people I had in my life. I started seeing how there's some friendships that really just needed to go, because once I announced that I closed my business, I stopped hearing from certain people completely. And I was very selective with the people and my friends that I shared my challenges with. And you start seeing the ones that truly care about you and love you, they will stick around and be by your side as you're going through some of the hardest times in your life. But then some people, you start seeing their true colors or maybe their true intention. You realize some people are just people collectors because there may be some benefits to this friendship for them that is more one-sided. But because this realization and revelation came to me when I was incapacitated, it was just so much easier to accept because it wasn't important anymore. These past few months have just been a lot of self-reflection. I haven't changed completely as a person, and I also understand that what I went through with the chronic vertigo is probably nothing compared to what some other people are going through. I'm just sharing my experience and how it affected me. I've changed in the sense that I'm much more adaptable to having no plan or have my plans change. The old me would have tried to get back on track and figure out how to salvage what was lost and push harder so I can catch up to lost progress. But now that's not important to me anymore. I truly cannot plan everything in my life. Even something like getting my braces in my 40s. This is something new. Speaking of unexpected challenges, my battery died. But I like to wrap up today's video with so much gratitude for good health, for all the people that love me and have helped me through this very challenging past year. I want my videos to be about rebuilding, to be about navigating motherhood, parenthood, with work and self-identity. I want to show that it's okay to not have everything figured out, and maybe there's some parts of it that resonate with you. Thank you so much for still being here. I'm really glad I'm back. That's an understatement. Let's see where this next part takes us. I'll see you in the next video.